Becoming a Rogue Nation 2025. Becoming a Rogue Nation 2025. Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Call Haloyam La Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Hara Chakwadash. That's all praises to the Heavenly Father through His only begotten Son by their true Hebrew names. Double honors to my teachers, the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone who rule well and are worthy of their double honors. Peace and blessing to you, Akim, pushing out this truth across the four corners during these last seconds of time. Shalom, shalom. Becoming a Rogue Nation. And this is an article off the Newsbreak app entitled, President's America is Becoming a Rogue Nation and the World Can Make Us Suffer. And this is a Nobel Prize winning economist that's been speaking out on the current decisions, all right, and the current policies of this new administration, okay, led by Donald Nero Trump. All right, Lord willing, this is edifying. It says Trump's America is becoming a rogue nation. And for the purposes of this article, I'll just say president. So the president's America is becoming a rogue nation and the world can make us suffer. Economists. So it says Nobel Peace Prize winning economist Paul Krugman argues that presidents is turning the United States of America into a rogue nation, and he says that the rest of the world is actually well positioned to make the country pay. All right, and the rest of the world is in well position to make the society pay, whether it be on a nuclear level, whether it be on a economic level. All right, withholding the imports and exports, which the society is built upon it, like it tells you in Revelation the 18th chapter, that merchant city, which is likened onto America, all right? The amount of imports and exports of goods that this country, all right, hosts. And the scriptures tell you in Ezekiel, it's likened unto the land of traffic, all right? So this economy is ultimately taking blows, which it won't recover from. And it's becoming a rogue nation, all right, in the words of this top economist, Paul Krugman. So I want to bring out that definition of the word rogue. All right. And this is just a simple Google definition. It says rogue. Rogue is a dishonest or unprincipled person. Rogue is a dishonest or unprincipled person. Similar, scoundrel, villain, reprobate. So this guy, Paul Krugman, is saying that this country is becoming a rogue nation under the president's administration. So he's essentially saying that this country is becoming dishonest, unprincipled, like it says, similar words, scoundrel, villain. All right, because look who is being ran by. Sirach 10, it says, so as the judge is, so are his officers. All right, and what manner the judge of the city is, so will the people be. I'll bring that out real quick. All right, brought out my last lesson, but it's fitting for the current vibration that this administration is giving off, man. Total tyranny, dictatorship, dystopia, rogue nation, okay? As now this top economist is now saying, man. This is Sirach 10:1. A wise judge will instruct his people, and the government of a prudent man is well ordered. As the judge of the people is himself, so are his officers. And what manner of man the ruler of the city is, such are all they that dwell therein. Now, if this society is likened on to being a rogue nation or a dishonest, unprincipled nation, all right, then you have to pinpoint who's ruling over that society. And they will be likened into one and the same, or a dishonest person, or a rogue person, or a scoundrel, a villain, a reprobate, okay? If the society is likened onto that, you got to pinpoint and look at, okay, well, who's ruling over it? Who's implementing the policies? Who's coming down with these different legislations? Okay? So it says, scoundrel, villain, reprobate, rascal, good for nothing, wretch, picaro. It says, what does it mean if a person is a rogue? See if it's going to let me click it. It says, what does it mean if someone goes rogue? Okay, it's not. Let me click these. What is rogue behavior? Let's see. Rogue definition on Merriam-Webster says, rogue, resembling or suggesting a rogue. Elephant says being isolated, aberrant, dangerous, or uncontrollable. And that's the vibration that America is currently in. Like the scriptures say in the book of Isaiah, the 24th chapter, the city of confusion is broken down, man. All right. Isaiah 14 and 10, it says, Salakia 24 and 10. Isaiah 24 and 10. The city of confusion is broken down. Every house is shut up that no man may come in. There's a crying for wine in the streets. All joy is darkened. The mirth of the land is gone. And the city is left desolation, and the gate is smitten with destruction. And that city that it's talking about is America. This society is completely broken down economically, politically, religiously, all right? Socially, this society is just in shambles, unraveling, unhinged, whatever you want to call it, man. So now this economics is saying that America is becoming a rogue nation. And we just went into that word rogue. It goes into dishonest. All right, let's see if there's some more. It says, of our being a nation whose leaders defy international law or norms or international behavior. And you could replace that international law or international behavior with biblical law and biblical behavior. And then let's read it again. It says, of our being a nation whose leaders defy biblical behavior or norms of biblical laws or norms of biblical behavior. All right. And that's America. It opposed and exalted everything that's against righteousness, man. Like it tells you in the book of Revelation, the 18th chapter. Her sins have reached onto the heavens. That's a rogue type of person. A person that's rogue is unprincipled. They don't believe in order. They don't believe in sound doctrine. They don't believe in commandments that keep you in the nature of life. All right. They believe in the exact opposite. Reprobate, as that word went into, man. Revelation 18 and 4 says, and I heard another voice from heaven saying, come out of her, my people, that ye be not partakers of her sins. And at her is America, Babylon the Great. All right. It says, and that ye receive not of her plagues, because the Lord is sending plagues upon this country. Economic plagues, social, religiously, military. All right. Everything that you could think of on all levels is being attacked. All right. By these scriptures, by these prophecies, man. Okay. And that man of sin is ruling over it, because it said ye be partakers of her sins. America is that nation of great sin, but Esau Edom is that man of sin that's operating and using America, that's ruling over it, man. Like we read in Sirach, the 10th chapter. All right. So is the judge. So is his officers. If you're talking about a place is defiled and a place is worthy of destruction, then you got to look at who's ruling over it. They'll be one and the same, man. All right. It says, and that ye receive not of her plagues. And we've come out of this place spiritually, and we're going to come out of this place on those chariots, Lord willing, man. I'm of that number. All right. For her sins have reached unto heaven, and our power had remembered her iniquities. And that's talking about America. The sins of this place have reached onto the heavens, man. So now you have the inner workings of America's its own economics. Top Nobel Prize winning economics is saying that the society is turned into a rogue nation, man. All right, which has been a rogue nation, man. America has been known throughout the earth. All right. Like the scriptures say in the book of Habakkuk, he enlarged himself as hell and cannot be satisfied with death. America is known for going throughout the earth and spreading its wickedness, man. Spreading its evils. All right. Its policies, its philosophies, its rogueness throughout the earth. That's why it says in Jeremiah, the nations are drunk of her wine, for the nations are mad, or Revelations. All right. Roughly paraphrasing. And it says in Jeremiah, Babylon had been a golden cup in the Lord's hand. All right. The Lord has used this society, man, to be a whipping stick on the earth, to be the epitome of wickedness on the earth. All right. Till now you have its very own. All right. Saying this place is rogue, man. All right. A top economist, Nobel Prize winner, an example of what true Americanization means, would seem to be like, right? This man, Paul Krugman, who's saying that the administration of the president is turning the United States into a group of rogues, a rogue nation, as it says. And he says that the rest of the world is actually well positioned to make the country pay. As it says here, Revelation 18 and 6, reward her even as she has rewarded you, and double unto her double according to her works. And the cup which she hath filled to her double. And that's what these nations are doing. These nations are drunk of her wine, therefore these nations are mad. All right. And these prophecies are taking America down, and ultimately the Lord of hosts of heaven's armies are going to take the militaries of not only America, but of the earth down, man, and reward them. Okay. America is going to be destroyed. which is being destroyed from the inside out now. Just with statements like these, you got a top guy saying this. All right, it says, what more, he writes, the way the America economy is structured leaves exposure to foreign revulsion looming quite large. And the scriptures likens on to the times that we're in. From Zephaniah, it says a great crashing from the hills. So the stock markets are going to crash. These other nations are pulling out of the dollar. The BRICS nations, Brazil, Russia, India, China, all right, South Africa. What are they doing? They're assembling their own currency, and many other nations are joining them, man, to hate this whore. Like the scriptures say, the whore that sitteth upon many waters. That's talking about America, this nation, man. All right? It's a great abomination, all right? So it's not only becoming a rogue nation, but the scriptures likens it onto, all right, a mother of harlots, man, all right? And to reward her double as she has rewarded you, man, okay? Verse 7, how much she had glorified herself and lived deliciously, so much torment and sorrow give her, for she has said in her heart, I sit a queen and am no widow, and shall see no sorrow. And that's even down to this day, the mindsets of the top leaders and loyalists of the society now, this administration, all right? The mindset of them is that they sit as a queen and shall see no sorrow. No sorrow shall come to this place, no bitterness, no destruction, no plagues. They can just do whatever they want throughout the earth, all right? And just colonize all they want, and they'll receive no justice, man. Well, guess what? That day has had an end, and we're in that time right now where we're about to see that end, man. Lord willing, I'm of that number, man. And we're seeing it through divisions. Lord says Satan shall cast out Satan. We're seeing it right here. He's writing and saying it's becoming a rogue nation. And there's economic destructions that are looming, man. Looming over this place, man. Okay? And many more that he's saying. He says, the president believes that America holds all the cards, that the rest of the world needs access to our markets, but we don't need them, is all wrong. He concludes, we are rapidly losing the world's trust, and part of the cost will be financial. And that's right. There's going to be a crashing from the hill. The scriptures says that he laden himself with thick clay. When you go into the thick clay, it goes into heavy debts and pledges, man. All right. And weights. That's what America is filled with, man. Weights and pledges. All right. And debts owed. And that debt is ultimately going to take them down, man. All right? Take them under. Okay? So, Lord willing, this message has been edifying. I'm going to give infinite honors and praises to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Harakak Wadash. Double honors to my teachers, the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Peace and blessings until next time. Kwame Yashala, Shalom. Becoming a Rogue Nation 2025. Kwame Yashala, Shalom.